So Sarah, we've talked about her hut, her hunger, and her terrifying appearance, but I want to shift focus for a moment. Let's talk about the woods, the forest itself. Because it seems like Baba Yaga doesn't just live in the forest, she is the forest. She is somehow tied to this wild, unknowable place. Is that a fair way to describe her?
Absolutely, Mark. In Slavic folklore, the forest is more than just scenery. It is alive, unpredictable, and often dangerous. It's a place of transformation and testing. And Baba Yaga is, in a way, the spirit of that forest. She's the embodiment of wildness and chaos. She doesn't just live in the woods, she is one with them. Her presence seems to warp the land around her.
It reminds me of that idea that the forest listens. That when you enter her domain, you're not just walking into trees and shadows. You're walking into something that can hear you, that maybe even judges you.
Exactly. There's this recurring image in a lot of the stories, especially the older ones, where the forest itself seems to move. The trees lean in, paths vanish, the fog rolls in from nowhere. And if you try to leave the path or take a shortcut, you'll find yourself back at her door whether you meant to or not.
Like the forest is complicit, like it delivers you to her.
Yes, and there's an important idea there. In many of these tales, getting lost in the forest isn't just about geography, it's a spiritual or moral failing. You've strayed from the safe and familiar, you've entered a realm where human rules don't apply, and now you have to face a force that doesn't play by your understanding of right and wrong.
That's the part one find most chilling, because we always think of nature as either beautiful or neutral. But in these stories, the forest is neither, it's testing you. Watching how you act when you think no one's looking.
That's right, and if you're found wanting, Baba Yaga is waiting. But here's the twist, Mark. Not everyone who meets her ends up dead. Some people walk away changed, enlightened even.
So she's not just a monster.
No, she's not. She's a force of nature. Think of her like a storm, dangerous, unpredictable, but sometimes cleansing. In the stories where the hero or heroine survives their encounter with Baba Yaga, it's because they showed humility, cleverness, or courage. They passed her test, whether they knew they were being tested or not.
I'm remembering that story you told earlier, where the girl lights the skull on fire and brings it back to her cruel stepmother. She survives because she endures, she follows instructions. Is that a common theme?
Very common. Baba Yaga often gives impossible tasks. Clean this enormous house, separate grains of rice from dirt, fetch fire from a skull that burns, and the trick is, she's not always looking for the tasks to be completed perfectly. She's looking at how you respond. Do you give up? Do you lie? Do you try to cheat? Or do you show determination and a good heart?
So she's a kind of judge, not just an executioner.
Exactly, but the judgment is severe. If you fail, she doesn't hesitate. There is no second chance. She doesn't offer comfort or guidance. It's your responsibility to figure out the rules of the game.
And the forest doesn't help you, or maybe it does, depending on who you are.
Sometimes it does. In a few stories, the trees speak or animals offer advice. But even then, it's often because the traveler showed kindness earlier, maybe fed a bird or spared a creature. These small acts matter in folklore. They build a kind of moral credit.
That's such a fascinating system. You don't even know you're being watched until you realize the test has already begun. That feels very modern in a way, like karma, but with teeth.
Yes, Baba Yaga represents that idea taken to its extreme. She's watching. The forest is watching. And when you're at your weakest, your most desperate, that's when the test begins in earnest.
There's something so brutally honest about that. It strips away all your pretenses. No help, no excuses, just you and the woods.
And Baba Yaga in her hut, spinning in the dark, waiting for the knock.